There is a rhythm to the universe, a sacred order older than memory, older than time itself. It is a pulse that flows through everything, from the smallest atom to the farthest star. A hidden pattern that holds existence together, unseen yet undeniable. A cosmic dance, a balance of forces that gives life, sustains life, and ultimately transforms life. In the ancient traditions of India, this rhythm was known as the dance of Shiva and Shakti, the divine masculine and the divine feminine entwined in an eternal embrace. Shiva, the consciousness, the observer, still and eternal, holding the blueprint of the cosmos. Shakti, the dynamic energy, the force of creation, ever moving, ever changing, bringing matter, life, and experience into existence. Together, they are the heartbeat of reality itself, creation and destruction, order and chaos, stillness and motion, forever entwined in a cosmic rhythm. But something has shifted. In the shadows of our modern lives, amidst concrete jungles, relentless schedules, and the noise of technology, we have forgotten this sacred dance. The rhythm has faltered. The balance between stillness and motion, awareness and action has been disrupted. The harmony that once sustained us has been replaced by distraction, anxiety, and disconnection. And yet, even now, the rhythm calls. It whispers through the wind, hums in the rivers, pulses through the heartbeats of all living beings. It is patient, eternal, waiting for those who will remember, who will awaken, those who will step back into the dance, reclaim their connection to life, and rediscover the profound order that has always been there. Because forgetting is not the end. It is an invitation to awaken to the rhythm of existence, to move in harmony with the universe, and to experience the life we were always meant to live. The dance has not stopped. We have merely turned away, and now it is time to turn back. In the wisdom of Sanatan Dharma, life is never random. It is a delicate balance of forces, the silent stability of Purush, the unshakable consciousness, and the dynamic, ever-changing flow of Prakriti, the primal energy that gives life its motion, form, and color. These forces are not abstract ideas. They are living realities, mirrored in the rhythm of nature, in the cycles of the seasons, in the rise and fall of civilizations. Shiva, the eternal witness, is the stillness at the center of the storm, the unshaken observer within each of us. He is the consciousness that watches, perceives, and holds the blueprint of reality. Shakti, the creative force, is the fire that moves the cosmos, the energy that births stars, rivers, mountains, and every beating heart. Alone, they are incomplete. Together, they create life, sustain it, and eventually dissolve it back into the infinite. This union is not just cosmic poetry or a story to be told in temples and scriptures. It is a living blueprint for human life. It teaches us that balance is the essence of existence, that stillness without action stagnates, and motion without awareness destroys, that every human heart, every relationship, every society is a reflection of this eternal dance.
And yet, as history unfolds, as humanity drifts further from this ancient understanding, the alignment of Shiva and Shakti falters. When these forces misalign, chaos does not remain confined to the heavens or the mythical realms. It descends into our lives. It manifests in restless minds, in fractured relationships, in social unrest, in the spiritual void that haunts the modern human experience. The imbalance we ignore within ourselves mirrors the imbalance in the world around us. The myths are not distant stories. They are maps, guides to understanding our inner cosmos. And when we lose sight of this sacred balance, we drift. We drift away from harmony, from purpose, and from the life that waits quietly for us to remember the dance.
Today, the sacred balance of Shiva and Shakti, the divine dance of consciousness and energy, has drifted even further from the human experience. The masculine, once a symbol of quiet strength, clarity, and centeredness, now seeks control, validation, and recognition in the noisy corridors of modern life. He measures worth through achievement, status, and outward success, losing himself in distraction, comparison, and the endless chase of what the world tells him he should desire. The feminine, once the embodiment of intuition, creativity, and nurturing flow, now scatters her energy across infinite possibilities. She is pulled by societal expectations, by ambitions, by the illusions of what she should be. Her power, her natural ability to create, to sense, to connect, becomes fragmented, diluted, and exhausted in the pursuit of the ephemeral. Neither is wrong, neither is failing. Both are responding to the pressures, temptations, and distractions of a world that has forgotten its roots. Yet, without alignment, without the sacred union of stillness and movement, of awareness and energy, the human heart grows restless. Love becomes negotiation. The subtle art of devotion is replaced with expectation. Connection is no longer sacred. It becomes transactional. Relationships strain under the weight of unmet desires and misunderstood intentions. The mind races. The spirit longs for silence. The soul whispers for recognition. Not the recognition the world demands, but the recognition of one's own essence. And in this misalignment, a quiet crisis unfolds. It is not just an individual struggle, but a collective one. A civilization that has lost touch with the dance loses touch with itself, with compassion, with creativity, with joy, and with the profound sense of meaning that comes from being in harmony with the rhythms of existence. Yet, even now, this drift is not the end. The possibility of remembering, of realigning, of reconnecting with the sacred dance still exists. The heart still remembers the rhythm, faintly, patiently, waiting for those who dare to pause, to listen, and to awaken. This imbalance is not harmless. It does not linger in theory or abstraction. It manifests palpably in the human experience. Anxiety creeps into minds, whispering that we are never enough. Loneliness settles in hearts, even in crowded rooms. Restlessness gnaws at the soul, a subtle hunger that cannot be sated by anything outside ourselves. Men pour themselves into endless work, ambition,
or superficial pursuits of validation, mistaking accomplishment, recognition, or control for connection. They build empires of things, achievements, and titles, yet the heart remains an empty room echoing with unfulfilled longing. Women, too, are caught in a similar web. They chase admiration, influence, novelty, or approval, believing that attention, status, or affection can fill the inner void. In striving to be seen and validated, the innate Shakti, the creative, intuitive, life-giving force, becomes scattered, fragmented, and exhausted. Yet true fulfillment cannot come from the outside. It is not found in applause, accolades, or admiration. It cannot be bought, borrowed, or earned. The energy of the human spirit, the Shakti within, the Purush within, is sacred. It is self-contained, eternal, and always present, waiting to be awakened from within, independent of the fleeting distractions of the world. Look around, and the consequences are everywhere. Devotion is ignored. Loyalty is taken for granted. Presence, true awareness of self and others, is undervalued. Love, the purest reflection of this cosmic dance, has been distorted into competition, expectation, or transaction. Life itself has been reduced to noise, to constant distraction, a ceaseless motion with no rhythm, no purpose. And yet, the dance continues, invisible, patient, unbroken. Shiva and Shakti move in the cosmos as they always have, unseen, unhonored, unnoticed by most. The universe continues its sacred rhythm, holding all of existence together. The question remains, will humanity remember the steps? Will we awaken to the rhythm that has always been there, patiently waiting within us?
In the modern age, the drift from balance is amplified, accelerated, and disguised by technology. Social media, endless choice, and the pursuit of instant gratification create a hall of mirrors, reflections of life that are not real, desires that are manufactured, connections that are superficial. They promise fulfillment, yet only deepen the void. A man may love with all his heart, pour himself into relationships, yet remain unseen, unheard, unrecognized. He may seek validation in likes, comments, or external achievement, mistaking it for the acknowledgement his soul truly craves. Meanwhile, the feminine energy, once a sacred wellspring of intuition, creativity, and flow, may possess power, influence, or authority, yet still feel hollow, disconnected from the source of her own life force. The pursuit of the external world, accolades, possessions, recognition, and pleasure, has overshadowed the inner temple of the self. We scroll endlessly, compare ceaselessly, and chase constantly, forgetting that the real universe exists not outside, but within. Every moment we seek externally what can only be found internally. The imbalance grows, the heart grows weary, and the spirit grows restless. The ancient truths whispered by Sanatan Dharma are no longer just philosophy. They are warnings, guidelines, and prescriptions for living in alignment. They remind us, energy misaligned is suffering. Connection without awareness is illusion.
Life without balance is chaos. These are not metaphors. They are maps. Maps to navigate the modern world, to survive its illusions, and to awaken to the rhythm that has always been there. Yet, even amidst the noise, the illusions, and the distraction, the eternal dance continues. Shiva remains the still center, Shakti the flowing energy, waiting for us to return, to remember, to align, and to awaken to a life of presence, awareness, and true connection. Yet, even amidst the noise, the illusions, and the distraction, the eternal dance continues. Shiva remains the still center, Shakti the flowing energy, waiting for us to return, to remember, to align, and to awaken to a life of presence, awareness, and true connection.
Yet, through all the noise, all the distraction, and all the illusions of modern life, one truth remains eternal and unshaken. Shiva and Shakti, consciousness and energy, stillness and flow, the masculine and the feminine have never left. They reside quietly, patiently, within every human being, waiting to be remembered, waiting to be honored. The masculine, embodied as Shiva, must rediscover stillness. He must cultivate presence, awareness, and purpose, not through control, competition, or external achievement, but through reflection, mindfulness, and alignment with the eternal rhythm of life. Only when he finds inner clarity can he truly act with intention, love with depth, and live with authenticity. The feminine, embodied as Shakti, must reconnect with her intuition, her natural flow, and her creative power. She must reclaim the energy scattered by endless distractions, societal expectations, and the illusions of desire. Only when she is grounded in her inner truth can she move through life with grace, authenticity, and the generative power that nourishes herself and the world around her. But this journey is not easy. It requires courage, the courage to face the emptiness modern life has created, to confront the restlessness, the loneliness, and the confusion. It requires the strength to face the loss of devotion, the absence of presence, the erosion of sacred connection. It demands honesty with oneself, to see where we have drifted, to acknowledge what we have ignored, and to choose alignment over distraction. This is not a journey of perfection, nor a path of avoidance. It is the path of awakening, the path of remembering that the sacred dance has always been within us. The rhythm of Shiva and Shakti is not a story of the past. It is a living, breathing reality. And when we have the courage to turn inward, to face ourselves, and to honor this truth, we begin to step back into the dance. Modern society drifts, caught in the endless pull between desire and distraction. Minds are scattered, hearts restless, and souls exhausted. Yet, beneath the chaos, beneath the noise, the sacred dance of Shiva and Shakti continues, patient, eternal, unwavering. It waits, quietly and persistently, for those who will remember, for those who will awaken. Balance is not lost. It is still possible.
but it cannot be found in the external world, not in wealth, recognition, or fleeting pleasures. True alignment requires turning inward. It requires courage, the courage to face the darkness we have created in our lives, the restlessness, the loneliness, the distractions, and the illusions that have pulled us away from our own center. Only by acknowledging this truth can we begin to reclaim the energies within. The masculine must learn to return to stillness, to witness without judgment, to act without compulsion, to be present with awareness. The feminine must learn to flow from intuition, to create from authenticity, to nurture from her own center, to move with the pulse of life rather than the pull of external expectation. Together, when awakened, these energies restore not just harmony within the individual, but harmony in the world around them. The path is not easy. The world is heavy. Society's demands press in from every direction. The noise is relentless. Old habits, fears, and illusions resist change. And yet, the choice remains. We can drift forever in distraction, in separation, in imbalance. Or we can begin the dance again, step by step, breath by breath, awareness by awareness. We can remember the rhythm, realign our energies, and move in harmony with the eternal flow of existence. This is the invitation to awaken, to step into presence, to honor the sacred within, to dance once more with Shiva and Shakti in the infinite rhythm of life that has always been waiting for you.